All right, well that does it for the wiring harness. Got everything finished up the way I wanted. Everything's plugged in except for like one wire that runs over here to the radiator support. I went ahead and used a hole saw, popped a hole in both sides of the radiator support so I can drop the wires through for the headlights so I can wire them into the lights and the grill. I also got a horn wire and a wire that ran to the factory washer pump that I'm gonna probably just tie that back in somewhere because I'm not running a washer pump because I don't even have windshield wipers. So I'll just put some Rain-X on there and we'll be good to go. But next up, I was gonna put the hood on and go ahead and get all my fenders and everything lined up, but I've got to rebuild my turbo inlet pipe for this side because where I put my air pump is dead in the way. So while I've got my homeboy scrounging together some pipes for me so I can rebuild all that, I can't put my hood on. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to move on to tearing the doors down and getting some of the other pieces tore down on the truck. That way, get ready to clear this thing once I get this pipe made, get this hood hung back on here. So I'm going to get cracking on getting I guess I'm going to start with this driver's door. We'll get cracking on tearing this dude down. All right, so this is what I'm working with right here. I already got the door panel off. As you can see, I've got a really swanky pair of vice grips. So I've been opening this door with. And something in this mechanism right here gets jammed up. Like this little guy right here gets jammed up. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter because I got a new one of these. I've got all new glass, new window run channels, and new door rubbers, all kind of stuff. I'm not even sure how much new stuff I've got. Pretty much everything for the cab I've got brand new. I know every piece of rubber, what goes on the inside of the door jamb there. I think I'm going to have an aluminum plate made to go right here. Just use those holes. Pop rivet that joker in. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get this door completely gutted down because I'm not going to tape up all this crap whenever I clear this thing. I'm just going to tear it all down. And what I got to do is just tape up the hole for the glass. So I'm going to get cracking.
So let me just start this by saying that I'm very proud of myself throughout this whole deal because somehow I managed to not throw anything or throw a fit or break anything because this stupid door really tested my patience in a lot of ways, especially that right there, that vent window. I have no idea how they installed this thing at the factory in a timely fashion, but as you're about to see, I don't know how they did it. I'm trying. Short of taking a hammer to this stupid thing to get it out, I could not figure out what the easy way was to get it out. That mirror right there, I go through, I end up gutting everything on the door, trying to figure out how to get this stupid window out of here. And right here, I'm taking loose the window regulator, trying to get all that crap cleared up. Yeah, here comes the glass. No, that's not in the way anymore. That's got to be what it was holding it, right? Nope. More frustration builds. Yeah, we'll just pry on this a little bit. We'll get that. Oh, that was what was holding it. Clearly, the window scraper. Nope. So now we move on to this aggravating piece of crap right here. I love how these mirrors look, but the nut certs that where the door broke loose, the bolts broke off. It was a real pain in the butt too. All right, so right here, I'm gonna try and take the door handle and the latch out of it. Now I'm messing with these little plastic clips that hold the door rods on right here, and they're a real pain in the butt to keep from breaking the stupid things, especially when they're like 60 years old or something. So that's the little clip that holds the lock cylinder in, and messing with that rod again. Now trying to get the rod off the door handle so I can get the latch out. There goes the latch. Yay, door handle's out. And back to this stupid thing.
got the door all the way stripped down, all the glasses out of everything. Right in here on the inside, you can't see it. There's like a little bracket kind of shaped like a U that goes in here that attaches the inner door and the outer door underneath that vent window. It's broke loose, so I'm gonna have to probably grind that little spot and put a little weld on that and freshen that up. This had like a nut and a bolt right here that pulled out, so that's garbage. This one obviously broke, so I'm gonna have to dig it out some type of way. This one broke, so what I'll get some of these new like little T-nuts that go up here. I'll put rib nuts in right here, shouldn't be a problem. Everything else came apart pretty good. I may get a new door latch for this side. I don't know, it seems to latch okay, but something was going on. It didn't want to open back after like the first time. I have no idea why, but for the most part though, it's all the way ripped apart. Haven't really figured out how I'm gonna go about getting these off just yet, because so far I have not been able to find any new F600 emblems. I don't know if you can see that, I hope so. I'll cut this piece of rubber off right here, but the other door pretty much going to be exactly the same. I'm not going to film that, I'll just do that off camera. You just saw me do this one, it's the same process. I'm going to leave the lights on the fenders because I think they're probably going to break if I try to take them off, and I can't find any more that are just like those. So there again, I'll probably just take those up, that way I can still use them unless I can find some new ones between, I don't know, now and when I get ready to put the clear on this thing. So that really is about all I've got left to take apart on the cab. Like I said, I'll get that other door apart, figure out how to get that emblem off of there. Then I just got to make that turbo pipe, so I put that hood on here and get ready to prep this thing clear. I'll pop the wheels back off too and put those old ragged looking black wheels on it. Then we'll be ready to head to the paint booth.
Hi, me again. So apparently I'm a bonehead, and somehow in the middle of uploading videos from my phone to my computer, I lost the first video of where I started working on this pipe. So I'm gonna catch up on exactly how I arrived at my decision of what I was gonna do, what it looked like beforehand, the best I can with my primitive drawing skills. So essentially, this is what we had in the beginning. You got the condenser here, you've got the outlet off of the turbo here that looks like a big cast Y or whatever. If you own a 7.3, you know what I'm talking about. And this would be what it looked like from the factory coming down through there. Now if you're looking at it from the top, you know, your condenser would be here like this, and be going into it. So the pipe comes out, kind of came over and down, then right here shoots down, which is this part. Then it actually bent back in just a little bit, and then back straight to go into your condenser. So you would have had, you know, a bend, you know, you got this bend here, then you would have another one here, you've got one here, you've got one here. Well, the problem that we had was my air pump is right there. So obviously that was never going to work. But like I said, stared at it for a minute, copped a new plan. Let me show you what we got going from here, just to kind of catch up to where this video is about to start. Because like a bonehead, I lost that part apparently. So what I did, looking at this, I sat there and I stared at it, and so basically I'm making my first cut about right here. Okay, then we're going to turn this thing down, because remember you got an angle right here. So as I turn it down, it's still attached here. So as I turn it, it's going to change the angle down to here. So I can actually go under my pump. So let's, all right, so then we'll go here. Get rid of this. Now we'll get rid of this guy. Okay, so when you turn this down, we'll make our cut here, and it's turned down. So we move all this off to the side. So that's going to get us to where we're talking about right now. So now the goal with this is to basically come back. So we got that cut. Take this off. So we're gonna roll this down. I'm gonna use as much of the existing pipe as possible here. So we're gonna take that bend that was down here, and
Now that it's all turned out, I'm going to extend this down. We're going to use that factory bend that was in it right here to come under the pump. Okay. Then it's going to bend back in right here like it did, straighten up. Well, I didn't line that up too well, did I? Imagining that when I drew that where the outlet was on, did I say condenser? I did say condenser earlier. Intercooler. So then I'm going to use the new pipe that my buddy got me. I'm going to cut a chunk out of it and extend it from here. After I cut the outlet off of this one, because it's got a special little outlet on it, we're going to extend it over. So it'll be like that. Then we put our rubber boot on. Presto changeo. That's the plan. Will it work? You're going to have to watch and see. So once I get the 3 inches taken out of this area, this is going to turn down. It should have it where I can reattach this and extend it here. It should just be short. I'm thinking that this should extend and go under the pump the way I need it to, but then this will just be short from meeting up with my intercooler. So then hopefully I can cut that here, add that 3 inches back in, and she'll come in there where she needs to be. Now, the odds of this actually working that way on the first shot are slim to none. I will certainly be buying a Powerball ticket if I hit on this one. But all I know to do is cut that dude open and see. So here we go. Well, we're all in now. Now, let's start with 2 inches. It looks like a lot. Let's go to 1.5. Let's go blow all this crap out of here. See what we get going on. Alright, so bear with me, everybody. I got you in the best spot I could possibly get you in anyway, where you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So, yeah, I do. It's going to work because I don't give up. That's a good idea. Hold that in my hand the whole damn time. Way to go, stupid. You know what? Maybe I can do it the first time or two without having to tighten it up. Get a quick grip or something. All right. So, remember, we can rotate this guy anywhere we want to rotate him to. Let me get a quick grip. So, I'm actually going to put a mark on the boot. When I get things start to situate where I want them, I'll start marking them with a magic marker. That way I can make sure I put them back in the same spot every time. So where's my other piece now? All right. Here we go. Now, let's see if in theory if this would work. Actually, looking at it right here, right now, this thing's gonna have to come dead straight for quite a little ways here before it's ever gonna meet up where I want. Let's see here. That's not really too bad right there. Still gotta come up some more. Right there, I'm almost hitting my pump. So if I come back some more, let's try this. Lot of trial and error. Gonna have to go into this. So I hope y'all are ready to bear with me. Let me see if my theory is getting it back far enough. That will work. I really think it will. I'll just need a long extension to run it straight to it, but I feel like that will work. thing is, I just need to cut a ton off of that. So if I get it to come down to there. All right, so rough guesstimation right here. I think maybe if I cut this thing right here, yeah, somewhere right in there, I'd rather cut a lot. I think I'm gonna cut him about right here, straight across. I think that brings all of this pipe back enough that I can get a straight shot to my intercooler. So then I've just gotta cut and extend this straight. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll pull this piece back off, take it, go cut it, and then we'll come back. Oh, we looking good now. You see we're lined up there as far as, straight in line. Now, if you look under here, let me see if I can get there. We're pulled up pretty close to inline right there. You see I got her tacked in place. Everything's placed all up through here. So my next move is to measure the distance between the intercooler and the end of this pipe, and that lets me know how much I need to. I'll cut the end off of this one right in here, and then I'm gonna add all but I don't know, maybe 2 inches between those two, and then the boot should make up that. So we'll see with this one, because all I've got is like 2 inches that I cut off of this pipe, but I do have that guy, that dirty looking dude over there in the floor that I got from my buddy, that I'm gonna try and cut that section out that I need to go between there and there. We'll tack that together, and if we get it, if that all works, then we'll be ready to final weld that dude in and grind her up. So let me get this end off here, or actually let me make this measurement, and then we'll cut this end off.
Alright, so for those of you who are wondering why I spend so much more time cleaning on all these pieces of this pipe than I do some of the other stuff that I weld, aluminum is extremely finicky to weld. It does not like it when you have impurities, and where steel will kind of burn right through it, no problem. Aluminum, not gonna happen. You gotta have it all nice and clean. So you have to put in the preparation and get all the parts good and clean so they weld up a lot better to weld them up.
All right, so I got my boot on here. Now, you see you got like an inch or two of gap between the end of the intercooler aluminum right there. Nice little spring loaded there. That way if it doesn't line up perfectly, it's a little bit forgiving there. So I measured it, and I think I got what I needed. It needed 5.5 inches because it's got this little groove right here. It's got a groove inside this hose that you want to try to get it on. So I'm gonna see if I can stick this dude in here, and hopefully everything will line up nicely for me. And all right, so there she's in that. Now let's try to stick our pipe in from up here. See if they meet up, and then try to put a mark on them. Well, I don't have to put a mark on them actually. We'll see if they meet up like they're supposed to, and if so, then we'll put them in the floor and weld them up. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Well, I know you can't see it because it's completely underneath this pump, but they line up absolutely perfectly. You see it runs nice and straight right there. We're not contacting anything on the backside back here. Shoot, yeah, we are ready to burn that dude in. That is awesome.
Ah, look at that. It did work. That was actually kind of a fun little thing to do there. I don't know why. I actually enjoyed that more than I thought I would, making that pipe work and move all around there and figured all the angles and everything out. You're gonna have to come back the next one to see us finish it all the way up. But we did get it sorted out. This video is getting a little bit long, so I couldn't really finish welding it all out because we got to do some stuff on the other intake charge pipe as well. And get all that sorted out in the next episode. Messing with that stupid door was mind-numbingly annoying because of course everything's rusted out. Well, not rusted out, but it's a 77. It hasn't been taken apart since it was put together in 77. So come back for the next one. We're going to finish up some charge pipes and hopefully get ready to get this hood on. Maybe then we got to sand it, get it ready for paint. So thank you. As always, like, subscribe, throw me a comment, let me know what's going on, what you think. And click that little bell. That way you know when I put the next one up. So see you then.